Susie, what is this?
I don't know. Brad and I didn't come up here when we toured the house.
Well, it must be an attic way or a storage room or something like that.
No, Brad said that the attic was locked and closed up.
Tell you what, I want you to stay out here and you let me know if you hear anybody come in.
No
right?
way, no way. I am the one who knows what we're looking for. Come on.
Go ahead.
Well, of course Susie has a temper. She's a human being. She gets angry just like you do, just as I do.
But we don't take out our anger on someone else with a .22.
She did not shoot Justine Calvert.
She was merely playing your murder game.
Heaven help me, yes.
Well, the DA doesn't quite see it that way. He's launching a full-scale homicide investigation.
I see. If you have no more questions, I would like very much to go home.
If I may, I'd like to drive you. That way, if you're agreeable, we can stop by Brett Hamilton's house.
Whatever for.
Well, no murder game is quite complete without a visit to the scene of the crime.
Justine? I never thought this would happen. I would have done anything in my power to stop it. I just didn't know. Is it very painful?
Kind of.
Shall I call the nurse?
Brett?
Do you want me to get a doctor or get you a pain pill or something?
No, I just had one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
This is all my fault.
some party.
I'll make it up to you. Promise.
It only hurts when I laugh.
No, don't, please. Please, just stop. All right? No jokes. You're gonna be all right. You have to be.
Good as new.
Tell me what happened.
You tell me?
I can't believe she did this to you. Did she even give you a chance to defend yourself?
Too many questions.
I have to know.
Where's your badge?
Have the police been in to see you?
A whole army of them.
Did they mention anything about us?
Us?
They know Justine. I don't know how, but they picked up on her old connection.
Connection?
I told them that we dated a few times.
Is that what you called it?
Oh, no, I'd never tell them anything about you. Never. Now, you have to believe that, no matter what Lieutenant Bowman says.
You can tell them anything you want. Who cares? Ex-hooker hangs it up.
And no one will ever find out from me.
I've got a bullet in me. What's a little blackmail?
Stop it. I don't know why I made those threats. I'm sorry with all my heart.
Bless me, Father.
No, you got to believe me.
Save it.
I should have saved you from this. I didn't know. I care about you. Always have. You're the only friend I've got.
You're in some kind of trouble.
Yeah. Biggest trouble in my life. I need someone to talk to.
Go ahead, friend.
I don't even know where to begin. Worst of all, I don't know where it's going to end.
Wendy, how nice. Mother, you scared me half to death.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just I was so glad to see you. I was thinking about you, then I opened the door, and there you were.
Well, I really wish that you would quit sneaking up on me like that.
You are in my office.
Yeah, I know I'm in your office, but you do it everywhere.
I resent that.
Mother, seriously, how many times in the last month you just popped into my apartment unexpectedly while I was entertaining?
Now, that's exactly what I want to talk to you about, your guest.
Mother, no, not now. See, I have a production meeting.
It
with
can
Jason in a
wait.
few minutes. No, it can't wait. We have a show to produce, remember?
This is more important. This is your future. Now, I don't know. Maybe it was this awful thing with Susie that started me thinking you young people have such a hard time these days, and at least I can do something for you and Alec.
Alec.
Yes. Now, I know what a financial strain medical school can be in a relationship, and I know that Alec Kendall really does not want to go to his father for money. As a matter of fact, I told him that he could come to me anytime for support.
No, Alec doesn't want anything from either one of us.
Of
and I'm really...
course, he was too proud to take it. I also know that you don't have any idea of how rough it could get. So, I have taken matters into my own hands.
Mother, I really can't keep Chase waiting.
I'm sure Chase will approve. He hasn't said anything to me yet, but we all know how close those Kendall brothers are, and now that you and Alec are so close...
Mother, will you stop,
I know
okay?
I'm going on, but please let me finish. I'm just so pleased and excited about this. I have funded a special program at Henderson Hospital for select medical students, and guess who I've chosen to be the first? You're Alec.
Oh, no, I can't believe this is happening.
I cannot believe the things that people keep.
I know it. Diplomas and newspaper clippings.
Old comic books, old eyeglasses.
I can't believe the Lamonts lived here, and it looks like they never threw anything away.
Here's a half-used tin of shoe polish. Baby doll clothes.
What?
Yeah, baby doll clothes right here. There's a whole bunch more in this box. Is this for the doll that you saw?
No, the doll in the crib was much bigger. These are clothes for a little doll.
All right. Keep looking. Okay, just keep looking. Susie, there's nothing here but a bunch of junk. I think we better go downstairs.
We haven't checked everything.
We still have to search Brett's room.
What's under here?
Oh.
Wow. This dust is really starting to get to me.
You know something? When we get married, we're gonna throw away everything we don't need.
Yeah.
What is that?
What? What?
Looks like a piece of a photograph.
Well, who's in it?
I can't really say. There's no face.
Let me see. From the finish, this is like relatively new.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, it's probably not important.
I don't think so. This proves that somebody was in this room recently.
Brett said this attic was...
Don't believe a word that Brett says.
You think he's lying to me?
Honey, this didn't just walk into this room. We'll figure this out later, all right? We better get downstairs. If the cops come in and find us up here, we're gonna be in a heap of trouble.
All right.
All right? I think we got one more pile over there and we'll be all set. Okay.
That's it. That's the crib.
Lieutenant, is it absolutely necessary for us to be here?
Well, there's always the chance you forgot something.
There's no chance of that at all. And being here brings it back all too clearly. Especially the moment Cagney rushed in to say Justine had been shot.
That wasn't part of the plan.
You know very well it wasn't.
Suppose you tell me once more what was.
Each guest was given an envelope containing instructions. Only one guest was told she was to be the murderer.
That was not Susie Wyatt.
No, that was Liza Centel.
Yet Miss Wyatt insists that her instructions targeted her as the murderer. You have no idea how that could have happened.
None whatsoever. Mr. Bergman and I cut and pasted those instructions ourselves. We chose only one murderer, and that was Mrs. Centel.
Well, that leaves one conclusion then. Miss Wyatt is lying.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Why would she lie about something that's that easy to confirm?
Maybe she figured you would cover for her.
Are you implying conspiracy?
I'm not implying anything, Mrs. Turner. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this.
And I want very much to cooperate. But if I'm going to be accused of something, I think perhaps I should have a lawyer present.
Oh, I'm not accusing you, Mrs. Turner. But the possibility certainly exists that someone tampered with those envelopes.
Susie is innocent. And I don't think I want to continue with this discussion. You insist on twisting my words. You imply that I'm withholding information, and on the other hand, I want very much to help clear Miss Wyatt. If there's any way I can help, I certainly want to.
Why this sudden change of heart?
It hadn't occurred to me that someone else could have tampered with those envelopes. That's an interesting idea. I think we should pursue it.
Thank you, Mrs. Turner. I mean, no one is trying to give you a hard time here.
Of course not. This is just a theory. Please, let's go on with it.
Who had access to the murder instructions? I mean, besides you and Mr. Bergman.
The envelopes were all arranged on silver trays. Almost anyone could have gotten to them. The waiters, the bartenders, even the guests who arrived early.
Mm-hmm. And who, except you and Mr. Bergman, knew what was in the envelopes?
Well, anyone who's familiar with the murder with Merriment Game. And Mr. Hamilton. We did explain it to him very carefully.
I see. Did you notice on the night of the party anyone approaching the trays full of envelopes?
No, not at all.
You sure?
Oh, wait. Yes, there was someone.
Oh, well, who was that?
Stephanie Wyatt.
Well, that's very interesting. Do tell me more.
Well, I did not intend to upset you. I meant to make you happy.
Mother, you don't understand.
No, darling, you don't understand. You don't know what a struggle it could be, and I want to make it easier for you.
Mother, look, that is beside the point.
Well, then what is the point? You think I've overstepped my bounds? I'm invading your privacy?
No, Mom.
Alec Kendall is such a fine young man. I'd hate to see something as unimportant as money come between you.
That has nothing to do with it.
You think he'll be offended?
No.
He's changed his mind about medical school.
Oh, no.
Well, then what did I do wrong?
It's not you.
Alec? He broke it off? I can't believe he'd break it off.
It's not Alec. I don't love Alec. I never have.
Oh, honey, you had a little lover's quarrel. And don't worry, I saw the two of you together on Christmas Eve. I saw you at New Year's Day
Mother,
party.
it was all a charade.
Oh, yes, of course. Very convincing.
It was an act. An act. I needed somebody to help me.
Help you what? Cover?
Oh.
Honey, is it someone I know?
I can't tell you.
But you are seeing someone else. Who?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you anything except that he's a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful person.
And he's married.
Yeah, yes. Yes, he is married.
It'll break your heart.
I love him.
I know you think that right now. But you've got to get out of the relationship. Believe me, I know. I've been through it. Oh no, there will never be anybody else. It just seems that way now, but you're young and you're beautiful and you'll find somebody else.
Never. We belong together.
Oh, honey, that's the biggest line in the whole world. He will never belong to you.
He does. He's sworn it, and I won't let him go.
You've got to. And if he had a shred of decency, he'd do the same thing for you.
No! Listen to me now. I will not listen to anything bad that you have to say
Wendy,
about
who
him.
has done this to you?
I can't tell you! I can't tell anyone!
How did I lose control of the situation? Why'd I put my life in someone else's hands?
What?
You're the only one I have to turn to. You're the only one that will understand. God knows that I don't have the right to ask you to. The point is, I haven't done anything wrong. I've made mistakes, yes, but so has everybody. I just don't want to pay for it the rest of my life.
Who's after you?
It all started...
Excuse me. Time's up, Mr. Hamilton. I'm afraid you'll have to leave. Miss Calvert needs her rest.
Of course.
Wait. I want to help this person.
It's nothing. It's a family problem. I'll take care of it.
But you said
I'll stop in and see you tomorrow, okay?
This is the same crib I saw the night of the party.
How can you be sure?
I would know it anywhere. Look, the decals, the
Honey,
roses.
remember you told me it was too dark to see?
But this is the same crib. Don't you understand? You have to believe me now. I mean, it means it really happened. I'm not making it up.
I didn't think you were.
Lieutenant Bowman does. He has to believe me now.
Not necessarily. He could say you saw this crib when you were decorating the rest of the house.
I did not. The attic was locked. I wasn't even up here.
He's only got your word to go on.
Well, then we have to find the doll.
Right, come on. Honey, there's nothing in here but old clothes.
The doll has to be somewhere.
Let me look through this whole room.
Well, then it must be somewhere else in the house.
It's a big house, Susie.
I'm not leaving until we find it.
All right, the gun. Has this helped you remember anything about the gun?
No, after I shot Justine, I was supposed to return the gun to the linen closet. I left the room. That's when I heard the baby cry. I went into the other room. I saw the doll in the crib, the doll wearing Jonah's T-shirt. I was frightened. I dropped the gun and ran out.
All right. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back downstairs. We're gonna look in the linen closet and that room where the crib was.
No wonder they don't believe me. This is so hard for me to believe myself.
Sweetheart, don't give up. We've just started looking and look what we found.
But it's not good enough. We have to find the gun and the doll.
We will. 1 down, 2 to go.
Cagney, the police have searched every inch of this house. How could they overlook that gun?
Don't be so sure. We just found the crib. Come on, gotta get going. All right, you get that.
I collected all the envelopes from all the guests and put them on silver trays. Of course, after they'd had plenty of time to read their instructions. Then the guests left the room to begin the game. I went as far as the dining room to make sure things were going according to plan. Then I came back in here, and that's when I saw Stephanie Wyatt rifling through the envelopes on the silver tray.
Did you confront her about this?
Yes, of course I did. She already had an envelope in her hand.
Susie Wyatt's?
No.
Whose?
It was Lloyd Kendall's. I don't think she'd opened it yet.
Did you take this envelope away from her?
Yes, of course I did, and she left the room.
Red herring, Mrs. Turner?
What do you mean?
Well, you didn't just feed me that little story just now to throw me off the track, did you?
Of course not. Ask Mrs. Wyatt. I'm sure she'll corroborate.
I'll make a note of it.
Actually, I told you that story to make a point, Lieutenant.
Mm-hmm.
You see, almost anyone could have sneaked in and out of here without being seen and tampered with those envelopes.
Oh? How?
Oh, a very ingenious device usually only found in mystery novels.
The old bolted door, locked room escape mechanism.
Precisely. Lieutenant, turn the head on that statue.
This is not a Charlie Chan movie, Mrs. Turner.
Turn the head on the statue and see what happens. To the right.
Ooh. I'm impressed.
I thought you might be. Now, Lieutenant, if you have no more questions, I really want to go home.
No more questions.
Thank you.
But if you do have a few minutes, I would like to see the rest of this house. I mean, who knows what else we may find. After you, Mrs. Turner?